What's up, Cindy?
Hello.
All right, you ready?
Oh, and
Huh?
Miss Linda's texting me. She's like, go into your classroom. I forgot my test 9 section 2 paper at school, so I redo it today.
Nice. Hey, it should have been easier, right? Got a full score?
No, I haven't like checked the answer, but I checked it right.
Okay. What
today.
section do you want to go over first?
Math.
Math? All right. Let's go over math first.
Section 3, number 1.
Section 3, number 1. Wait, this is test 9, right?
Yeah, I couldn't find the answer on my.
Pull it up. SATs. Test 9. Let's see. So how was your week?
My week, I had a
How was your game? Did you win?
I won the first one, but we lost the second one. The second one was like really bad because they're like the first place in our district, so it was like 40-10 or something. And I swiped a random girl's armpit. It was really bad.
All right. Yeah, you can see my screen. All right. Which question?
Section 3, question number 1.
Okay. For the system of equations, what's the value of x plus y? So for this equation, you need to find what x is and what y is.
Oh, I did it, but it didn't came out. Right.
Okay, so how do we solve for this? What's the first step? Do
So,
we add or subtract?
Can I type it? No, never mind.
No, just tell me. Just tell me what to write.
So I did negative y equal to negative 2x plus 8. No, it's negative 2x.
Okay. Yeah.
And y equals to 2x negative, no, 2x minus 8. Okay. So I put this into that y.
Okay.
And it turned out that x is negative 12 over 5.
5x minus 16 is equal to 4. There's a very much easier way of doing this.
Right?
X is equal to 4.
Oh, my bad. X equals.
You see how I got there?
Wait. Where did the 4x came from?
The 4x is because you have 2y. See how it says 2y? Which means you have to multiply this whole thing by 2. Right?
Yeah.
So when you multiply that whole thing by 2, 2 times 2x is?
4. 4.
There you go.
4. Oh.
So you have x.
Wait, I want to write it down. Oh my God.
Okay.
Mhm.
Before you write it down, I will show you the easier way to do it. Okay.
Okay. Oh, that wasn't the easy way. I thought it
No,
was
this is the very much harder way.
okay. Never mind then.
So you have these two equations, right?
Yep.
When you're solving a system of equations, you just want to add and subtract to take out things. That's the easiest way to do this. So you have 2x minus y equals 8 and x plus 2y equals 4. So either we can work with y or x. Which one do you want to work with? Your choice. Pick one.
X.
It doesn't make it easier or harder either way.
No.
So you just say y or x.
It's
But I want to
X.
show you they can be done both ways. So x.
Mhm.
So x. So we have 2x and x.
Yep.
You want to make it so that it equals the highest number, right? So we want our x to equal 2x. So in order to do that, we have to multiply this whole thing by 2. So that equals 2x plus 4y equals 8, right? Because we multiplied everything by 2. And then we have 2x minus y equals 8. So if we subtract,
Oh, I know that. I know what you're doing. I know.
yeah.
I know
So
that.
3y is equal to
0.
0. No, sorry. 4y is equal to 0. Oops. I can't do math. 4y because you're subtracting, right? So 4y
Isn't
minus
it?
negative y equals 0.
Isn't it
Wait,
5y?
Oh, you're right. It is 5y.
Oh, got you.
You did get me. All right, 5y equals 0. But it doesn't matter, right? Because if you solve this out, y is equal to
0.
yes. So now we know y is equal to 0. So we come back into the equation. Let's work with this one because it's easier to work with. 2x minus 0 is equal to 8. 2x is equal to 8. X is equal to 4.
X is 4.
So x plus y is equal to 4.
Yeah.
See how that was a lot easier than the other way?
Now I know.
Well, I showed you this way before.
Yeah. That's why I was like, so I actually did that, but I forgot to like multiply 2 on the whole.
Yes. Make sure you distribute.
Yeah.
That's important. Okay. All right, what's the next one?
The next one is question number 3.
Okay. Which of the following equation statements is true about the graph in the equation in the xy plane? Okay. So whenever you have a graph equation, you want to put this in slope-intercept form. What is slope-intercept form? What's the equation?
Oh, y equal to x, open the bracket, a plus.
That is point slope form. Slope-intercept form is different.
Oh, it's a.
It's literally.
No,
it's literally what it says: slope and then your intercept. So what is your slope? What is slope?
Slope.
Delta y over delta x, also known as what?
Oh yeah. The one that I know in Korean.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, I know that one.
Plus b, slope, intercept. Okay. So we want to make our equation in terms of slope and intercept. So in order to do that, we have to make this equation into slope intercept form. So quickly make that into slope intercept form.
Okay. -4. Oh, never mind. No. wait. Give me a second.
We want to have y by itself, which is just y.
So y equal to 3x minus 4 over 2.
y is equal to 3x
Actually,
minus
no.
4.
Actually, y is equal to 3x over 2
There you go.
negative 2.
Okay.
No, minus 2, negative
Yeah,
2.
-2. That's fine. Same difference. But yes. So now that you have this equation, you write it properly. What is the correct answer? You have everything you need.
C.
Try again.
Okay. Wait, how do you know if it's negative y-intercept or positive y-intercept?
So what is the equation? What is the standard equation of the line?
Y is equal to 3x over 2.
No. Not with numbers.
Oh. Oh, y is equal to mx plus b.
Okay. What is m?
It means means the
Come on,
X
we went over this.
or something.
You know it in Korean.
Yeah, that one.
Well, so it's what is that?
So it's like y delta over x
Yeah.
delta.
Yeah. And it stands for so in English, it's on the page. I'll give you a hint. It's literally in the question, in the answer choices.
Is it?
M is known as the
y-intercept over
No.
x-intercept. No, okay, never mind.
Okay. So this
Oh,
form is called slope-intercept form.
slope-intercept form. Okay.
Intercept. So you have your slope, which is your m, which is your delta y over delta x. It's called the slope. Remember that, slope. It means your change in y, so how fast it goes up or down, versus how fast it goes across left to right. That's the slope, how much it changes over time. And then your intercept, in the intercept part of it, is your b. This is your y-intercept. So where it crosses the y-axis. So in this equation, everything's positive, which means when we have an equation like this, is our slope positive or negative?
Negative.
Our slope is negative?
No. Our slope is positive and our intercept is negative.
Very good. So what's the correct answer?
D.
There you go.
Okay. And question number 5.
Right.
Choose D, but I wasn't sure. So
Okay. So the equation, okay. So basically C is how many dollars they earned. So the electrician is the same electrician, so it uses the same equation. The electrician worked 2 hours longer. What does that mean?
2 hours longer.
So how much, so in terms of money, if you think about this, how much more, like, okay, you work a job, right? You have a job.
Not
right?
currently, but yeah, I used to.
You had a, okay, you had a job. In your job, did you get paid hourly?
I don't know
what hourly pay is?
I think so. Because
Yeah,
I wasn't a server. I was like employee server. No, so it was like
that's yeah. So you get paid a salary, like an hourly salary. So
yeah,
based on how many hours you worked,
yeah,
you got a certain amount of money, right?
yeah.
Okay. So the same thing applies here. Every hour he works, he gets more money. So in the equation here, what describes his hourly wage?
75.
Very good. So if he works 2 hours more, how much more is he making?
It's 150.
Very good. So what's the answer?
See.
There you go.
No way.
See how easy that was? You did all the work.
No, thank you. Thank you. I
Okay,
know.
what's the next one?
6.
Hmm.
Because my answer wasn't in the ABCD.
Okay. So it's asking what the length of arc ABC is. If the length of arc ACD is 5 pi. So you can do this in a proportion. This is the easy way to do this. How many degrees is a circle? How many degrees are inside a circle?
360.
Very good. So 100 over 360. Oh, let me rephrase that. So if this is 100,
Mhm.
that's how much this part of the circle is.
Yeah.
So we need to, so that's 5 pi in our ratio. We're going to set this as a ratio. 100 degrees over 360 is the same as 5 pi over x, right? Because it's the same ratio.
Yeah.
So what is x? Well, 360 times 5 pi over 100 equals x. 36 to, this is 18 pi. So that's the full thing of the circle, 18 pi, which is an answer, but that's not the answer that we want. We want what AC of this is. So there's 2 ways we can do this. We can go 18 pi is over x is equal to 360 over 260, right? We could do that, but that's a lot of extra work that we don't need to do because we already know this is 5 pi and the total is 18 pi, right? So what would you do? What's the answer? Think about it this way. You have a pizza. The total amount of the pizza is 18 pi. You take 5 pi out of it. How much is left?
It hurts my feeling, but it's 13 pi.
There you go.
Pizza magic.
Yeah, pizza magic. Whenever I get stuck on these problems, I think of either money or food. All of the problems can be solved in money or food. That's it. All you need to do. Okay, what about this one? Oh, you got 7 right or missed it?
I chose C.
Was that the right answer?
But I forgot to like check the answer on number 7 because I didn't know the answer on 5, 6, and 8. So I thought those 4 of the questions are like.
Oh, let me see. I can solve this.
It's right, I think. No, I'm not sure.
Wait, you picked what?
C.
It is not right.
It is not C.
It's not C.
It can't be true. Wow.
This one actually is, you don't even have to do that much work for this one. Like you actually have to do no work at all because of the way they wrote the question.
I didn't know work at all.
Yeah, that's good. But you need to get the right answer when doing the work. That's the important part. So this question, they made very simple for you. You don't have to do any math. The reason that they made it so simple is based on their answer choices. So how you would solve this problem is you want to get x on one side of the equation equals something. So in this equation, you can multiply both sides by x. So you get 8 equals 160x. And then you divide both sides by 160.
So it's going to be...
Basically, you can just switch those.
X
so you
equal to
8 over 160. And now if you look at the answer choices, is this greater or smaller than 1?
Smaller than... Oh, it's greater than 1.
It's greater than 1. 8 over 160 is greater than 1.
A.
No.
No? Oh, no. I know the answer. Know the answer.
What's the answer?
Because it's 1 over 20.
It is 1 over 20. Which one's 1
Yeah.
over 20?
X is equal to 1 over 20. So it'll be number, not number. It'll be D.
Very good. But you didn't have to do that. Well, you know how to do it because you're smart. But if you didn't know how to do it and you were like, I don't want to solve this, it takes too much time. All of these answer choices are greater than 1, except for 1. And the way that you know that is because this number is smaller than 1. It's a fraction. 9 times out of 10, well, actually 100 times out of 10, which is not possible, but denominator has to be, the numerator has to be greater or equal to the denominator for the fraction to be 1 or greater. So for this to be 1, it'd have to be 160 over 160, right? 8 is a lot smaller than 160, so we know that the fraction is less than 1. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And since the only one that's less than 1 is 0.05, you just pick 0.05. But yeah, I never want to see you miss a problem like that. You knew the answer. Don't skip it. Okay, which one? 8?
8. It
Correct.
says, I mean, I solved it, but I couldn't solve it. You know,
if A is a constant, no value of X satisfies the equation, what's the value of A?
it's like my I don't know how to say it. But it turns out it's like -8. No. Yeah, -8x plus 2ax is equal to 25. And then I did -6a x is equal. No, never mind. This is not the right thing. Just like.
I mean, here, this is what I would do. I'd simplify it out.
I did.
Okay.
Simplify.
So you got 3, so 15. So 3x plus 15 plus 5x minus 5. So you got 10. Yeah, you got 10 plus 8x is equal to 2ax minus 15. If a is a constant and no value of x satisfies the equation, what is the value of a? So you move this around, you get 25. And then 2
-8
minus 8x equals 25.
Yeah, exactly.
No value of x satisfies the equation. No value of x satisfies the equation. Then the answer is the answer C?
No, I didn't check the answer for 8. I was like, I'm gonna ask it to Jason.
I think the answer is C. And the reason why I think it's C is because if no, yeah, let me make sure. I don't want to tell you something wrong. I haven't done a question like this in a while. What question is 8? Question section 2. Section 3. I gave you the answer keys for this for the reason of if you have a problem with it, you could go check it. Yeah, let's see. So when it says that no solution satisfies this, basically the x's have to cancel out. That's what it's going for. So how you would solve this is, my bad, equals 8x plus 25. So how you would solve this is you would set your x's equal to each other. So this has to equal that. 2ax has to equal 8x. And so you divide by 2, you get a is equal to 4x. Ax equal to 4x, x cancel out, a is equal to 4. How did I do that? Well, I solved the equation, but how did I know to do that? The reason is a is a constant and no value of x satisfies the equation. That means that the equation is never solvable.
Oh.
So if you have an x in the equation, it's able to be solved because x will equal something. But you want there not to be an x, so you have to get rid of all the x's. So the only way to get rid of all the x's is one side of the equation has to balance out the other perfectly so they cancel out. And to do that, you make a equal to 4. So the answer we see. Does that make sense?
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Wait, are you just saying yup because you're like
No,
that's
but
the
wait.
answer?
Oh wait, no. But I have a question. Where did 25 go?
Okay. The 25 in this equation does not matter. And the reason that it does not matter. Okay, can you tell me why it does not matter?
I get it perfectly now. Because it doesn't have x. No.
But do you know why that matters?
Because it says no value of x satisfies the equation.
Yeah, okay, fine. Fine. If you miss this question on a test, I'm gonna be upset though. Basically, the reason is because I know you have it down, and of course you understand this. Just for my purpose of explaining, the x's have to cancel out because if there was an x, then you could set x equal to 25, and this would solve the equation, right?
Right.
We don't want the equation to be solvable, so we have to have 0 equal to 25. Is that possible? Can 0 equal 25?
No, that's not possible.
No, it's not, right? That's
No.
what that means. That's what that wording means.
Nice.
Okay.
It's complicated, but I get it now.
I hope so.
I
listen,
get it.
If you ever don't get it, stop me and we'll keep going on it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And actually, I set the timer for like each 1 hour.
Good.
And the time was not bad. Cause
how far were you off?
No, because if I had like a question that's like stressing me out, I inferred.
No. I want you to skip it. I don't want you to guess.
Okay.
When you come back, when you go to the end, like once you reach the end of the test,
And
then you can go back and infer if you still don't get them. But in the beginning, I don't want you to infer because then you go back to me and I was like, oh, I answered all the questions. I'm good. I want you to go back to it and then answer the question again. Okay.
Okay.
Because that way you won't like sometimes subconsciously you think you answered it, like you're like, oh, I knew that question, and you really just guessed. I do that all the time, which is really bad, and then it causes me to like fail my tests and stuff.
No, you never fail your test.
I do fail my test, which is actually really bad.
That's not true.
It is true. So make sure you don't answer those questions until you have a good grasp on all the other questions that you're able to do, and then you can go back to them. If you still don't understand it and you like are stuck on it for a really long time, and that's the only questions left, then yes, do an educated guess, but keep away from inferring as long as you can. All right, what was the next question?
It's 9.
9?
The graph gave me anxiety. And then I read, and now, it's like none, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, now that you see this, what is the solution?
Doesn't look like it has a solution, but the x-intercept and y-intercept
of one graph, yes. But if you have multiple graphs, the solution is where the x and y points of that graph are the same. So do any of these graphs share the exact same x and y coordinate? Ergo, do any
one
point? Yes. Where is that? Is it
over
this one?
No.
Is it this one?
Yeah.
Is there any other point like that?
No,
No. So how many solutions does the system have?
one.
Very good.
That's the answer?
That's the answer.
Because the graph gave me anxiety. I just like, no.
The thing is, like, if you slow down and think about it, you'll get the answer right. Right?
Yeah.
Slow down and think about it. That's why if you don't know the answer, don't infer, just come back to it. All right, what about 10? You got 10 right?
No, I couldn't find the answer.
What'd you put?
I found A though. A was 4,
So I have A, B. Okay.
but I couldn't find the B.
So this is what you do in this. Actually, this is actually a pretty doable question. So ax cubed, so 5ax cubed minus abx squared
Mhm.
plus ax 4ax plus 3 plus 15 x squared minus 3bx plus 12. Okay, and equals this. So in this equation, since there's x squared, x cubed,
Cube.
you can group these. So you solve by grouping. I showed
Yeah.
you this before. Do you remember it?
Did. I did.
You did that?
Yeah, you want
Okay.
to see?
Yeah, no, I believe you.
Okay.
So you solved A easily, right? Because you had
Mhm.
20 x cubed,
Yeah.
right? So A is equal to 4. That's what you said.
Yeah, A is equal to 4.
So now we want to solve for B.
Yeah.
And we can do that one of two ways. So we have negative abx squared plus 15x squared equals 9. Oh, is that negative 9? Yeah, negative 9. Okay, x squared. And the x squares cancel out. So you have 15. So negative ab equals negative 9 minus 15. Negative 24 equals negative ab. AB equals 24.
No way. Okay.
No way. Did you see how I did that though?
Because I put negative 4 bx squared plus 15x squared equal to negative 9x squared. And then I messed it up, the second one.
Negative 4 AB.
No, negative 4. I just put 4.
Oh, you substituted A 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would solve for B, right?
Yep.
And then you could multiply them out.
But
What'd you
I
get? Did you
messed
get?
up the solving. You know?
I see. Okay, so right, work smarter, not harder. If you see AB, just leave it as AB because you know
Okay.
that's what you need.
Yeah,
If
that's
of
so
course,
true.
like, yeah, like I'm as lazy as they come. Do least work possible.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
what about 11? You get that one?
Yes, I got that one right.
Nice. All right, 12. Okay, well, let me rephrase that. What's the next one that you missed?
I got 12 right too. But I need no, don't scroll down. Number 15.
13?
Yep.
Okay, what's the graph of the function, the xy plane? So parabola, what function defines f? So this graph basically gives you the shifts. So it's stretched or compressed, and then it's shifted to the left and or right and up and down. So is this graph shifted, first of all?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the shift?
Like go to the right and up.
Okay, right, how many units?
3 units.
3 units to the right. So which one of these, A, B, C, and D, shows 3 units to the right?
D. Oh, no, my bad. It's actually A and C.
Very good.
Oh,
So A and C show that, and they all have +1. So we can take that out. Don't worry about that.
yeah.
Now what we need to do is figure if there's a stretch or a compression. Is there a stretch or compression?
I don't think so.
Okay. Let's plug and chug then. If you don't think so, we gotta check, right?
Oh yeah.
So if there's no stretch or compression, the answer is C. Let's take 4 and 5. If we plug that into here,
Mhm.
x is 4 minus 3 is 1 squared plus 1 equals 2.
No.
So
Oh.
y is equal to 2. So what we should get is 4 comma 2. Is that what it gives us?
No.
No, right? Let's do the same thing here. 4 minus 3 squared plus 1 times 4. So 4 times 1 plus 1 equals 5. 4
That's
comma
the
5.
answer.
Yeah.
You know what? I actually put A and then I did the
You crossed it
star.
out.
Yeah, I was like, I think it's A, but I inferred, so I'll just ask.
Okay, well, see, the thing is, you didn't need to infer. You could have easily plugged those in yourself, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I was struggling like, which number should I plug in?
Always plug. Okay. You know the vertex is not going to do anything for you. It's going to give you 0, or it's going to give you the same number, right?
Mhm.
So I wouldn't
Oh,
worry
like
about that. But plug in one of these because that's what they give you.
okay.
Never plug in the vertex unless you have everything else and you need to solve for the vertex. But if they give it to you in this form, it literally tells you what the vertex is, right?
Mhm.
So you don't need to worry about that. Use the stuff that you don't know. And in this case, since they're even points, you could use either one. At that point, doesn't matter. But yeah. All right. What's the next question?
Oh, it's 14.
14. Okay. Shaded region solution inequalities. Okay. So all of these shows the same graphs.
Yep.
Y is equal to x plus 2, which is going this way, and the other one on the bottom, which is going that way, right? So a solution is where two things cross. And since they're inequalities, they cross at different points. So y is greater than or equal to x plus 2. So x plus 2 is this, which means anything over here in this region, right?
Mhm.
Which means that, first of all, B is wrong, A is wrong. So it's either C or D. And then this one, 3y is less than or equal to negative 2x plus 6. So it's y is less than or equal to negative 2/3 x plus 2. So that's this line, and it's less than that. So it's on this side of the equation. Oh, sorry, my goodness. Forgive me.
I
It's
forgive
on
you.
this side of the equation.
Mhm.
So you can cross out D. So it has to be here and there. So the only one that works, C. Do you see how I did that?
Yeah, I saw how you did that. But um uh
Do you remember how inequality, you know how inequalities work, right?
inequalities. I mean, if
Yeah.
it's Korean, then yeah, I think so. I don't know the term.
Inequality is this. when it's not equal to something, it is greater than or less than.
Oh yeah, of course. I know
Yeah.
that.
So when you graph it, if it's greater than something, it's going to be towards the right or and up. Okay. Well, it's towards the right. If it's greater than something, it's going to be towards the right. Right? If it's less than something, it's going to be towards the left. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then the same thing on this side. If it's less than greater than something, it's going to be towards the right. If it's less than something, it's going to be towards the left. That's basically the only thing that you need to know for inequalities, because you already know how to graph things.
Mhm.
Just make sure if it's less than something, keep it towards the left. If it's greater, move to the right. You'll get all of them correct if you follow that. And then solution, what does solution mean again?
Solution?
Yeah, well, when they talk about graphs. You just did a problem like this before.
Solution? Oh, like the, I don't know how to say it. Solution.
When
It's
you have
like,
two lines and they meet at a
yeah.
point, it's called the,
I just did this.
yeah, the intersection.
Mhm.
So wherever they intersect, and in this case, wherever the inequalities intersect or wherever the shaded parts intersect. Does that make sense?
Yeah, got it.
Okay.
Okay.
I guarantee you an
I
inequality
got
problem is going to
it.
show up. Okay, what's the next one?
Next, oh wait, those scrolls. I chose D on that one, but actually the answer was B. Cause I
The
plugged
answer is
in-
B?
Yeah, the answer was B.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's fair. That's a cheap shot though. Well, I guess because it's negative X. But I see why you put D.
Cause
And it would be the right answer. It would be the right answer if X wasn't a variable. If it was a constant, yes, it would be correct. But because they put negative number here, because it's a negative number, they can easily say, oh, -1 + 2 is equal to 1, right? And technically that's correct. So what I would do in this case is just plug
oh, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, you see how that works?
Like,
So
that's so funny.
there's only two numbers. There's only -1 and 2. You can
Yeah.
easily just plug those in. So like 2 + 2 square root of that is equal to -2. That's obviously wrong because you can't have a
It
-2.
can't be negative. Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But you can have one. And you only had to plug those two in. So if it's a problem like this, check your work. Like I know it's easy to put the answer first. I do that all the time. Just check your work so you don't miss the other ones. All right, next problem.
16. No.
All right, what is the volume in
They're okay.
centimeters of a rectangular prism with length with that? Okay, so volume of a rectangular prism. Do you know that formula?
Volume.
I told you everything can be solved with money and food.
Oh, okay.
So if you have a
Centimeters. Oh, what is that?
Centimeters?
No, cubic centimeters.
Cubic. So whenever, okay, so so this is like, have you ever built something like a ever
like cube?
wood?
I'm talking about the cube.
Sure, you can think of it like that, but I'm talking about have you ever cooked anything and you had to fill up like you had 1 cup of water or something like that, but if you, I think in Korea they don't do like, well, I think you do cups, but you also measure in like fluid ounces, right? Or like
Oh, I don't know.
do you okay, in Korea, do you use the metric system?
Like what metric
Like
system? Give me an example.
kilometers and
Yeah, we use kilometers and
yeah.
yeah.
So in
Centimeters.
America, we use inches and we use the what's it called?
It's so weird. Inches and
Imperial.
like
We use imperial.
feet or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, because America
Was
wanted
it
to use,
pound?
yeah. So if you were American, I can understand like why this would be slightly confusing, but you're Korean, so this is up your alley.
Oh,
So
okay.
cubic centimeters is the area, it refers to volume. So you have a centimeter, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's one dimension.
Oh.
Square centimeters is two dimensions.
Oh, are you talking about like the 3D one?
Exactly. Cubic
Oh.
centimeters is my loaf of bread.
Oh my God. Okay. Now
Does
I
that make
get it.
sense?
Yes.
Now you get it? So how would you solve this?
So the length is for how do you read that? Like width,
Yeah, width.
width,
Yeah, it kind of like width.
width.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can say width, like you can emphasize the D, but no American says width. That's like a British English thing. I had to stop saying that when I was a kid. I got made fun of. So it's width. Yeah.
Width, trying to look cool. Width.
Yeah, I speak British English, which is not the standard in America.
You know how to speak that?
Huh?
You know how to speak British English?
British English is just how you say certain words.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I
not
know.
using it.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I know. I
Yeah.
know.
So like instead of
Oh.
garage, you would say like garage or
Yeah, I
aluminium.
I
instead
watched
of
a lot of like English TV shows, you know,
Oh, okay.
Skins. You know Skins? No, you don't know
No, I
Skins.
don't know skin. Like or vitamin instead of vitamin.
Tomato is
Um,
like tomato or something.
tomato or cilantro.
No, tomato was so American. They don't say tomato.
Coriander. Tomato is American.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like, no, never mind. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Irrelevant.
Korean,
Let's go
I'm
low
sorry.
yield. Low yield. So what would you do for this?
Oh.
Come on, volume. So whenever you try to find the volume of something, remember that chart that I told you should memorize? That I don't think you did.
Like, but I know how to solve the problem.
Okay, how do you solve the problem?
Okay. Okay, look. Height is 10. 10 plus what I do is a plus b plus c and then
A plus?
but no, like okay, length plus width, length. Wait, I'm confusing.
Plus. Are you sure you're adding?
And then no, you add them all and then you multiply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You're thinking of surface area.
Oh, that's okay.
No, you're not. That's not even surface area.
What is
That's you're trying to find the length of all of the vertices, and then you're trying to find the length of all the edges. Which maybe if that was what they were asking for, yes, but it's asking for volume. This
like
problem
the
is a lot.
inside?
Yes,
Oh,
the
okay.
inside. How
It's
much?
P in Korean, but like it's English, so I was confused
Sure.
because I'm Korean.
Oh yeah, I didn't know.
Hey,
I'm
you know
sorry.
what? I'm gonna just write it down. Volumes equal to P. Because look, I bought a cute note.
I know. I'm very impressed. Good for
It's
you.
pink.
I want you to read that every night before you go to bed. I'm not. You think I'm joking, but I'm not.
Oh,
I have my own.
I will actually like
I have my own notebook that I read every night.
volume. P. What was the connorby again? Like the.
What do you think? Come on. What's the formula?
I have a magic book.
No. I don't want you looking at the magic booklet. This is a very standard equation that you need to know. Think about it. How would you solve for the area of something? If they only gave you the length and width.
The area or the
Yeah,
volume?
the area. The area of a square.
Talking about the equation or the name?
The equation.
Oh, area. It's okay. What is this?
Yeah.
Height. Height.
Okay, sure. It's actually length.
Length.
Okay, times.
Ah. Okay. Length. Multiply. Oh, I forgot that word. Length multiply width.
Very good. So length multiplied by width is your area.
Yeah.
You're adding a dimension, height, to solve for the volume. So what are you going to do?
No, I know. I know.
I know you know. I know you know.
Yeah.
I know you've been taught
Length
this.
multiply width and then multiply the height.
Yes, there you go.
I was thinking in Korean and then I was translating it to English. It takes some time. Why you
Well,
start
then,
laughing?
okay. I'm just the joyous guy. What can I say? Um,
Okay.
what I want you to do then is turn this into Korean. If you can, well, like think about it in terms of Korean. Like they give you numbers. Numbers are universal: 4, 9, and 10. Length, width, and height. It's asking for the volume. Sure, you didn't know what that meant. It complicates it a little bit. But they gave you three things, three numbers. The simplest thing to do with that is just multiply them all together. If you really are in like a soup and you don't know what's going on, just multiply them all together. But in this case, now you know volume is P, right?
P and
P.
yeah.
And so you solve for P, which is length times width times height.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So the answer is 360
Very good.
centimeter. Wait, what's that in English? What is it? What is this in English?
Cubic centimeters.
No, it's not. Oh, it is cubic centimeter. My bad. Because
All right.
we say differently, you know.
How do you say it?
세제곱. 제곱. So
Segu.
the what's it? What centimeter and then it's square, right? Square.
Right.
Square
Yeah.
centimeters.
Yeah.
We call it 제곱.
Segu.
제곱. We call it 제곱.
Segu.
Square centimeters.
Oh, but just
And
it's
if
not
you do-
centimeters. Segu.
Hmm?
It's just segu.
It's just 제곱.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't
Well,
know. I don't know.
in
I don't know.
English,
And then
cubic centimeters.
no, it's different. If it's a cubic centimeter, then it's 3, right?
Yeah.
Then it has to be 세제곱. 세 is
세제곱.
like 3, because 셋 is 3, so
세제곱.
세제곱.
He
Yeah.
or te?
세,
Te.
like S, 세제곱.
세제곱. Oh, okay. Cool.
I learned this when I was in elementary school. I remember.
Huh. Well,
Struggled.
good. Now you know. You know this.
Yeah.
Remember that P and
That was
volume
the
are the same.
question.
I
it's
don't want
just-
you ever
It's
to
all
miss
because
this.
of English, you know.
Yeah.
I know all those stuff.
You get hundreds in English. Okay. Which is the next question?
I got 17 right.
Good. 18?
Yeah. Oh, that graphs gives me anxiety again.
Okay. I'm sure you had graphs like this in Korea. I'm sure you had graphs like this in Korea.
Like that in Korea? No,
Yeah.
I didn't really like graphs when I was in Korea, so I tried to refuse looking at the graph.
Shame. Okay. Figure shows the complete
Shame.
graph. The function g is defined by g is equal to fx plus 6. What is the maximum value of the function g?
G.
So first of all, what's the maximum value of the function f?
2.
So what is f of x?
F of x. It's x-intercept f
Okay,
of x.
how about
Wait,
this?
f
Look at the page and tell me what f of x equals.
f of x.
Yeah,
F of x.
f
You
of
need, like,
x. Somewhere close to here around this point. What does it equal?
It's equal to 1.
Okay, 1, yes. F of x, the maximum is 1. But I was trying to go for f of x is equal to y. It's just another name for y. Y.
Oh, that's so
F
true.
of x equals y. So where y is maximum. So where is y maximum? 1, right? So if y is maximum at 1, the highest point of y is 1. That means, and g of x is f of x plus 6. What is the highest point of g of x?
G of x. G of x. G of x.
So g of x is equal to f of x plus 6.
Oh, it's
And
7.
what did we say the highest point of f of x was?
1.
So what is the
7.
maximum?
7.
Yep,
And that's the answer?
that is the answer.
No way.
But did you see how we did that?
Yeah, it was so
See, a lot of these problems are simpler than you think.
yeah, it was so simple.
Exactly. Very simple.
Mhm.
Take it one step at a time. Don't overthink these things. I guarantee you, what you did in Korea for math was way harder than this. Like,
Yeah,
way
that's so
harder.
true. That's
Yeah.
so true.
American math is nothing. It's just, it's word problems. It's trying to get you to think
That's so
critically.
true. Everything's about the vocab, and
Yeah.
my algebra teacher is like, sure, you learned this when you were in kindergarten. Cause
Yeah.
so like, no, I know that equation. I learned it when I was in elementary school, and then I couldn't solve it because like all the terms and everything was like English.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh sure.
It's okay. Don't worry. We'll get there.
No. I'm
Okay,
so
2 questions
mad
left.
right now.
Do you get 19 right?
Huh?
You get 19?
No.
We spent so long trying to get this one. Do you remember what I taught you about SOHCAHTOA?
Yeah.
What is SOHCAHTOA?
So I remember it's
I want you to
sine,
yeah.
cosine, and
Sine, cosine, and tangent. What is sine equal to?
sine's equal to a
SOHCAHTOA, right? SOHCAHTOA.
Oh, no.
So you have a triangle.
Yeah, I was thinking the triangle.
Yeah. So if this is your angle, you have your adjacent side, the opposite side,
Mhm.
and your hypotenuse. So sine is equal to, what is it called? Give me words.
What is it called?
I just told you what the things were. I just want you to repeat it in this form. What is this? What does A stand for?
A stand for the bottom part.
The A stands for the bottom part, which is also known as, in English, I just said it. Okay, I'll write it down.
Wait.
Adjacent.
Adjacent.
I think I spelled that wrong. It's okay. And then opposite. And this is hypotenuse. Do you know that one? I'm sure you know hypotenuse, right? Yeah. Pythagoras chongi.
Yes.
Yes.
How did you memorize that? Korean's so hard. You just memorized that.
English is harder.
No, that's not true.
Okay, then you should be able to get English down like that, right? All of these easy
No.
money, right?
I lived my whole life in South Korea. That's why
English was your first language.
Korean. Huh?
English was your first language.
I mean, but I don't, you know, like you don't study those like hard vocabs when you're that young. You only know
Fair
like
enough. Okay.
conversation.
All good, but opposite over hypotenuse is sine, right? So
Like
sine
hypo what?
hypotenuse.
I was about to
So
write
like
hypothesis, but
like like hippopotamus.
yeah.
It's like hypotenuse.
Hype.
So this is how I think, or like you can think about it like that and just say it fast and you can get by, or you can break it up.
How do
So
you spell
high.
it? High.
Okay,
H.
spelling is one of the things I cannot do very well. Use. So hypo, 10,
Hypo.
and use.
Hypo. Hypotenuse or
Hypo, 10, and use.
okay.
Hypotenuse.
Hypotenuse. Okay, got it.
Okay, so if you want to, if you want to learn how to say it, you can be like hi,
Hi.
pot,
Pot.
n, use. So hi, like hello, pot, like weed,
Mhm.
n, you just have to remember n, like going in something, and then
Okay.
use, like you're using something. So
Okay.
hypotenuse. All right, low yield. So sine of this angle is 4/5. What is the third side? Pretending like I drew this to scale. Which I did.
Whoa.
You know it.
Yeah, I know it. I know it. I think, wait, you wrote 5 and 4?
Yeah. So what's the one number that's missing?
The A?
Yeah. Well, okay. What's that side? Assuming that this is, here's a triangle.
Well, the sign, the one that you just.
Yeah, but what is this? What is that side? If this is a right triangle.
The X one?
Yeah. What's the length?
Oh, 4.
4?
Yeah.
So 4, 4, and 5. That's a right triangle. It's not an isosceles triangle. If you're Pythagoras chongi, right? A
Yeah.
squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Oh, you know what? Actually, my bad. It's 4, 3, 5.
Yeah,
No?
there you go.
Because no, look, you draw it like the bottom part longer.
Yeah, I know. I said I didn't draw it to scale. That's yeah. But yes, you should, yeah,
And
if it's
then
a Pythagorean theorem and you're looking at that, just 9 out of 10 times is going to be a 3, 4, 5 triangle. So what is the tan value of P?
T.
Yeah, so let me write this down. So this is R.
R.
This is right angle Q and P. So what is tan P? So what is tangent?
Tangent is
TOA, right?
the 4/C. No, the 4/3.
4/3. That's
Yeah.
tangent of R.
Oh. Okay.
What's tangent of P? Do the same thing that you did, but instead of with angle R, do it with angle P.
Oh, it's because you changed the angle.
Actually, I didn't change the angle, but yes, the question did.
Okay. Mm. Then no, just say that you changed the ankle. Okay.
Okay, I
Never mind.
changed
No,
it.
no, 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 no. It's fine.
So what's the answer? What's tan
Four,
and P?
4/5. No, 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 5/4.
Okay, hold up. I have to do this again. Opposite over adjacent. Adjacent over hypotenuse. Opposite over hypotenuse. Right?
Because okay, so look, in Korea we learn if it's a sine, then like this, because S starts with this. And then if it's a tangent, like this. Because it's
Yeah,
the same.
that's a bad way to do it because you can draw your triangle any orientation that you want, right?
That's true.
Learn this, okay?
Okay.
I taught it to you last time. I want you to actually learn it because
Okay.
I guarantee you one of these questions is going to show up. It has shown up on both of the tests that you've taken, and you missed both of them. We can't have that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Don't stress out. Don't worry. I'll memorize it. Okay.
I'm not stressing out. I'm worried for you
Is
though.
it gonna like
Yeah, no, I have to keep my hair up. Can't wait to shave this off.
you're gonna shave your hair like bald?
Yeah, I'm running a marathon next Sunday.
Marathon? It's a
yeah.
track season.
Huh?
Oh, no, never mind. You're not a high schooler.
No, I'm not.
I was just kidding.
Glory days are long gone, right? Not that high school was a glory day, but never mind. I sound old. Opposite over adjacent, right?
Yep.
So if this is the angle that we're talking about, P, what is opposite? What's the length of the side opposite?
4.
4 is opposite to P.
Mhm.
Something that's opposite is completely across, not touching. Which is it not touching?
5.
5 is the hypotenuse.
3.
Maybe you don't know. Okay, do you know what the term opposite means?
I know what that means.
What does it mean?
It's opposite, like opposite.
So if something is opposite, are they touching? Are they next to each other?
But the reason why I was confused is because everything's touching over there. Like if it's a square, then yeah, I know what the opposite is. But like it's freaking triangle. It's touching
Okay.
every
Okay,
angle.
fair enough. But if it's this angle, the angle opposite is the angle that it's staring at. That's opposite. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
Adjacent. Do you know what adjacent means?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Adjacent means the side that it's touching. So this is the side that it's touching. And then the easiest one to remember is hypotenuse. It's always going to be the longest side. It's the biggest side. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. C squared, the biggest one, is always going to be the hypotenuse. So that's how you can remember that. So if I set opposite over adjacent for P, what is opposite?
3.
3. And what is adjacent?
4.
Okay. So what is the answer? What is tan P?
3/4.
Very good. I want you to learn this, okay?
Okay.
Don't sleep on it. Actually sleep on it, but don't, you know what I mean? Oh my gosh. Can't even use lingo anymore. Okay. Did you get 20 right?
Wow, are you asking me that I got 20? It's a graph question.
Oh, okay. Well, I benefit of the doubt, you never know. By the end of this, I want you to get all of the graph questions right.
Okay.
Graph shows a linear function g is perpendicular to graph f and passes to point 1/3 or 1,3. What is the value of g0? Okay, so it's perpendicular to the graph F
Mhm.
and passes through the point 1, 3.
1, 3.
So where's 1, 3?
It's over there. I'm pointing it.
Okay. Yeah, right here, right?
Exactly.
1, 3.
I was pointing
Perpendicular.
Oh no.
So what is perpendicular? That essentially is just telling you what the slope is. If
Mhm.
it's perpendicular, the slope is the negative reciprocal. Do you remember that? Maybe, probably not.
No, maybe.
Okay, well, what's the slope of this? You go,
It's
yeah, what is the slope?
no, say it.
No,
Okay.
I want you to tell me.
It's 1/3. No. It's not 1/3. My bad. Actually,
Is it, okay, first, is it negative or positive?
it's positive.
Positive. Is it positive would be going
It
this
will be
way?
going up. No, my bad. It's negative. It's going down.
Negative, right? That's the first thing. How many units is it going down? And how many units is it going across? So the easiest, they gave you 2 points to work with. Very nice of them.
Thank you, SAT. Very nice.
So, okay, so assuming this is 1 point right here, we're going down 2 units and across 1.
Oh, exactly. That's the X. X's the Y's the
No. Well, okay, fine. Yes. But in the United States or in English, we go Y over X, right?
however,
Which is the same thing, but you just say it the backwards. So what is the slope?
it's the same thing. Okay.
I know it's the same thing, but what is the slope?
It's -2/1. So it's gonna be -3. No, it's gonna be -2.
There you go.
-2.
-2. That's the slope. So what's
Yeah.
the negative reciprocal?
Negative reciprocal.
But you don't know what that means. Okay. So for a perpendicular, so a reciprocal, so it's assume this was -2/1.
Mhm.
The negative reciprocal would be -1 over -1/2. Because we flip the numerator and denominator. That's what reciprocal means. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So our negative reciprocal of -2 is 1/2. Right? So if our slope is 1/2, and we know our point is 1, 3, we can solve for the point g is equal to 0, which is also the x-intercept, right? So we can do this one of 2 ways. We can go on the graph and go down 1 and then across 2, down 1, across 2 over and over again, but we'll run out of room. Or we can solve the equation of the graph, which is probably the smarter way to do things. So y is equal to mx plus b. 3 is equal to 1/2 times 1 plus b. I just plugged in the numbers that they gave us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we solved for 1/2 because that's our slope. So now I'm solving for b. What is b?
Y-intercept. No.
Yes.
Oh,
What
it
is
is.
the answer?
It is Y-intercept. Why did you stop? I thought I was wrong.
No, you're right. No, I was waiting for the number.
You paused, and then I was like,
Pause.
"Oh
Okay.
no."
What's the number?
3.
3. B is equal to 3.
No,
No.
it's not 3.
So 3 is equal to 1/2 plus b.
Oh, wait, give me a second. It's actually wait, I need paper and pen.
Okay, well, yeah, here, I'll just give it to you. It's 2.5, right?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Okay, first of all, are you doing these tests on paper and pen? Do you have a
Yeah.
paper and pen when you do this?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
good.
can't.
No, yeah, you should be using a paper and pen for this whole test.
Yeah, I am using it.
Okay, good. I want you to write down your work and all that stuff.
I was doing it the whole time.
Good, good. Sometimes I don't know if you are, which you should be. So 1/2 x plus 2.5. You could also have gone down like 1/2 in there, and then you see 2.5. That
Mhm.
also is a thing. But so we have this is our equation, and we're solving for at x equals 0, which we
Yeah.
just solved for. So the answer is 2.5.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, that is all our time for today. I will go in and fix the thing and give you more tests to work on. But what I want you to do for the rest of these sections is go through the answer key and read why the answer is correct. Did you do that for this one?
No,
Okay.
just
I want you to, so what I want you to do when you go through these tests, I blocked out 2 hours for you to go through these, right? And in the first hour, I want you to do the section.
Okay.
Like as you normally would do the section, try your best. Don't stress too much over it. Take your time. You'll probably get a lot more right than when you start inferring and get confused and all that stuff. So take your time.
Okay.
And then once you get that, you'll probably miss a few, and that's fine. I expect you to miss some. But what I want you to do is after you miss those, the second hour, I want you to go through each of the answer choices. You shouldn't miss all of them. You shouldn't even miss half. You should miss like maybe a fourth max. That's right now, that's where you should be at. If you take your time to answer these questions.
On
Because
every single section
on every section, you should miss about a fourth maximum. Okay.
fourth maximum.
Okay. Okay, listen. Out of all of the questions that I went over with you, how many did you legitimately not know how to do when I was talking you through it?
Like the math one.
On the math one, how many do you legitimately not know how to do?
Like,
The only ones that I can think of are the negative reciprocal. You didn't know what that was. And
the term.
Yeah, the SOHCAHTOA. You didn't know that one, but you should have known that one. And then I think one more, the volume, because you didn't know what volume was. 3 out of that whole thing, all of those questions, you should have only missed 3.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you knew all of the other stuff. Like you could tell me exactly what you needed to do, and all I did was just read the question for you. That's literally all I did.
Yeah.
So what I want you to miss about a third maximum. Did I say third? Or yeah, third. And then the ones that you do miss, I want you to go back in that second hour and review them. Write down what you missed and why you missed it, and see if you can understand it. If you can't understand it, bring those questions specifically to class so we can get through all of the sections. Otherwise, it's just going to be me talking over one section, and it's not going to be the best use of your time. Do you know what I mean? I want you to only the questions you really just don't understand why this is the answer, or if you don't understand an English word and what the term is, or how to solve a question in English, or if it's something like that, that's what I want you asking questions on. I don't want you asking questions on, oh, I just missed this silly mistake and I couldn't find this.
No. No, when I first saw that question, it was like blank. You know, that's why I like checked.
But see, the thing is, it shouldn't be blank, because if you can do it essentially like instantaneously when I like read the question with you, you shouldn't be blank at all. You should know exactly what you need to do. But yeah, that's essentially what I want you to do. Does that make sense? It's going to take a little bit more work on your part. Okay. But that's why I blocked out 2 hours. Okay. You should be, this is for your future. Hopefully.
This is for my future.
For your future.
For the
It
future.
was like to infinity and beyond. I forgot there was something.
To infinity?
Mike went with James. Dang.
Why would happen?
They went rock climbing without me. Not that I would have gone, but
You're getting bullied.
I'm getting bullied. No, I'm gonna go play Mario Kart.
You do rock climbing?
Rock climbing?
That's cool.
Yeah, it's fun. You should
Don't
go.
die. You know,
It's a lot of upper body and like grip strength and stuff.
extreme sports.
Mm.
Rock climbing. I suck at rock climbing, by the way.
Yeah, you should try it. Or if you have tried it and you're not
I
good at
already
it,
tried it and I suck at it.
that's
So I
fine.
gave it up.
Not everyone
I
can be
don't have
good
any
at it.
strength in my fingers. Like this
Grip
long.
strength.
I don't have any like.
The piano playing fingers.
No, every single time when I play piano, my friends are like, "Oh, it looks like Tarantula is walking on the piano."
You're
And
getting
then,
bullied,
ever since
Cindy.
then, I never played piano again.
Piano's fun. You should play.
No,
Um,
not with my tarantula hands.
okay. Well, do you have any last minute questions for me?
No, just the section 1, the reading section, it's like
Okay.
super long. So like
Yeah.
the passage is long.
What I want you to do for that is you can spend a little bit more time than an hour if you need to just reading the passage, because that will improve your English. But you don't necessarily have to read the passage to solve those problems. Do you remember the strategies we used before?
Yeah, I'm using it.
Okay. And do those help you like solve the questions, or is it just like you're still
No, it
confused?
actually helps me. But
Okay, good.
The section number 1 is like one of the sections that like I got 11 right. You get it?
That's like a fifth. This is the opposite. We need an opposite shift. But okay, that's progress. So the next time you should get 2/5 right?
Oh, okay. So,
You'll be fine.
that's why I got a lot of like questions wrong.
Did you take the full time to do it?
The whole an hour or like 4 hours?
Do you take the whole hour?
Yeah.
Okay. As long as you're taking the whole hour and you're not inferring on every question. But if you see an English word, honestly, that you don't know, and that's like not one of the like words in the question that they're asking you for, like what is like absence mean?
It's an alcohol.
Absence? Absence is a French word.
It's an alcohol's name too.
Absence.
Yeah, search it up. Being dead
Absence is a type of seizure.
And it's also an alcohol thing. I mean,
oh my God.
Right?
Alcohol. How do you know this?
Because I don't know.
No, that's absinthe. Oh, what percent is absence vodka?
It's vodka.
Oh my gosh. Shame on you. You shouldn't be drinking.
No, I'm not. I mean, I drink with my mom. And I'm 20 in South Korea, so I'm like,
That doesn't
legal
count.
age to drink. You get it?
Okay, well, regardless,
Yeah.
I could give you a whole spiel on that. Your brain's not developed enough. It's illegal. Regardless, the point being is if it's a word that you don't know and is
Mhm.
not relevant to the question, skip it. Don't worry about it. Move on. Because I feel like what you're gonna do is you're gonna spend too much time looking at the word and trying to think about what it is,
That's
and then
so
you're gonna.
true. I'm gonna think like, oh,
So
that's alcohol's
if you
name.
don't know what the word means, just skip it. Move on.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I will. Okay.
All right. Cool. All right, Cindy. I will see you later. Good
Thank
luck.
you.
I will update the calendar so that it comes up with different tests for this week. Okay.
Okay. Happy rock climbing. Bye.
All right. See you.